take 5.
Four.
No, 5. We had some technical problems, but we're back.
We decided to start to do some videos weekly. We have weekly about our life, what we do, our work in the charities, our life in the sanctuary, the life of Bhimal in the sanctuary, and other personal stuff. Things that people are always curious about us, apart from topics like spiritual topics from Paul or veganism or entrepreneurial things or
How it all started, right?
yes, a lot of things. So we'd like to talk about a thing, but we're going to start with this video to see if have a good welcome. And today, apart from introduce ourselves for those who don't know about us, we're going to answer the question that people ask to us the most: how we met.
How we met.
I think people is curious about that because we are totally different countries, like on one corner or the other one, Australia and Colombia. Second, of course, the age gap, the cultural gap, a lot of things.
Language gap.
And people is always curious about that, and that we follow the same. We want to change the world.
We have similar. That's what attracted me to you is that we have a similar purpose. So, one of the things I advise young men is that if you're looking for a partner, women too, find a partner that resonates with your purpose. You have to align in purpose. It can't just be a physical attraction. You have to be centered. Your missions have to be aligned in a way which is inspiring and fueling each other, which is really nice. So my name is Paul Rodney Turner, also known as the Food Yogi. I have an interesting background that I was a monk from the age of 19 to 33. So I lived a very simple life, sleeping on the floor, using a sleeping bag, no pillow, cool showers, regulated life, regulated eating, no snacking in between meals, no social life. And I dedicated myself to self-development. And since that time, now I'm married. I'm an author of 6 books. I'm a social entrepreneur. I've developed many social impact projects. I'm a daddy. My daughter's 27. My son is 9. Most of my adult life has been dedicated to humanitarian work. So I've directed the Food for Life project for 25 years. And that's taken me around the world. I've visited 73 countries, one of them being Colombia.
My name is Juliana. I am the founder of director of Juliana's Animal Sanctuary. That was the first sanctuary open in South America. Right now, the only one verified by the Global Federation in Colombia. I've been doing this for 20 years. I don't like to call myself entrepreneur, but I do a lot of things to maintain the sanctuary, work long hours. I have a shop where I sell things to raise funds for the sanctuary, clothing and all this. I run a doggy daycare that is pretty cool. It's like
Doggy Potter.
It's Doggy Potter because it's based in
Harry Potter theme.
And Harry Potter theme because I'm a big fan. So everything or dog daycare is like a Hogwarts, but for dogs. It's very popular. I have a degree in physical science, 2 degrees actually in physical science. I am the proud mother of Bhimal and all these kids.
How many animals now?
More than 200 right now. I am autistic. I am in the spectrum. That's my son. And that is a little bit about us. There's going to be another videos where we're going deep in that because especially Paul have a very interesting life.
And how do we meet, right?
Yes, but today we're going to talk about how we meet. Like I say before, is the question that people ask the most.
Because we're very different. I mean, there's an age gap, and then there's a language gap, and then
cultural gap, country
gap. Like we're very different parts of the world, from Australia to South America, Colombia. So I was writing one of my books called Food Yoga, which is my most important, doctrine because it's encapsulating all of that I learned over the many, many decades of doing humanitarian work. And I wanted to share that with the world. So I wrote this book, Food Yoga, and I started to do a world tour promoting it and doing workshops and cooking demonstrations and also visiting some of our projects around the world to document them, to film the food relief work. And I visited 27 countries in 2013, and Colombia was the last one, the 28th country. And I interacted with a friend of mine called Gopi, who we were Facebook friends, and I says, hey, I'm coming to South America. Can you help me get connected to some of the projects there? I want to do some workshops.
Because Gopi run the food release program in Ecuador.
Yeah, in Ecuador. So she was like my main contact, and she says, oh, yeah, okay, I could definitely help you, but I have someone that could also assist, and she's Juliana, who speaks really good English.
That is funny because Gopi, her degree, her career is language. She speaks like a 3-4 language.
But she was communicating with me, but
yeah.
for some reason,
she have a very good English.
She handed me off to you, and then I met you, and then when I met you, you were translating, you were helping with setting up, connecting with the projects in the country.
I always like to say that of course, I know a lot about him because he was in many magazines about his charity work, and I'm being a volunteer for Food for Life, now Food Yoga, since I was 14 years old. So I know everything about you, and I was a big fan. I am a big fan. Of course, when it's very interesting. It's like some kind of rock star because I know you in the magazine and all that, and suddenly Gopi say, "Jagan, help me! Can't you talk with him about expensive? With who?" I say, "Oh my god!" I was talking with the director of the charity that I'm being volunteering, big part of my life, so I was very happy. When I was 16 years old, I wrote to him an email because in Colombia the internet available for the public was when I was 16. I'm 43 right now, but was in certain computers, not in the house. At least that you were rich, and I was not rich. So I had to do a big line.
Did you go to university? Oh, shop.
No, it's the building of one popular
Like
newspaper in Colombia.
Internet cafe.
So no. It was like a one free internet, and everyone do a line to try for first time internet.
Oh
so we opened our email account. In that moment was starmedia.com, something like that.
Right.
And I brought an email to you because I know your email was in Panjol. And I wrote an email that I admire you a lot. I love the work that you're doing. And of course, I want to continue volunteering, and anything that you need, I want to help Food for Life. He never replied.
I never saw it.
Never saw it.
Well, it was 98. I'd just gotten married. My life had been turned upside down because I was a monk for 14 years. And I got married in 97. Now I had a little daughter, and I had a house and responsibilities. It was such a dramatic change, such a different time in my life. And so I got distracted. I didn't see the email. Mm-hmm. So you were 16 then. I was, whatever. I was, 28, it was 98.
20 something.
So then fast forward to 2013. Now you're, how old are you then?
2013? 31?
31. Yeah, 31.
Was a really bad year for me because my grandfather died and I was in pieces, destroyed. I was not myself. So the universe was doing it.
So 15 years later.
Yes.
All of a sudden I'm like knocking on your door of your life.
No, so you brought to me and we start to talk, and you said you are coming to South America, and you said you need a translator.
Yeah.
And I say, I can help you, but I was working in a petroleum company, a work that I don't like. And you asked me to quit. You paid me the half of what I was receiving in the petroleum company. But of course, for me to work for Food for Life and direct with the director, person that I was big fan, was like the best thing.
Yeah, much more fun, right?
It's just a dream. Was part of my dreams. I like to how things happening. I always say to you, you have a music.
The CD.
The CD. He recorded a CD. When I was little, like I don't know how, I was like a 10.
I recorded that CD in 1996. So you were 14.
14, and that song, like as we are Food for Life, that you're singing, was part of a documentary. Yeah, that in one part the Hare Krishna word and one part was about Food for Life. Yeah. And the background of explaining everything, and you were there, was that song. And that song has been in my head forever, and it's a sticky song. So if I was, I don't know, in the shower and go to We Are Food for Life, I never in my life will imagine that I went. First, I didn't know you was singing there. I just someone was singing. Second, it's very interesting to think I was 13, that I will marry the man who was singing that I was singing all the time like crazy. It's crazy, no? It's like maybe some kind of law of attraction or something.
Possibly.
I'm very powerful at that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, when I have something, happen, things happen.
Yeah, I wrote all those songs and sang. I'd never had any experience with it, but I got inspired by another senior devotee in the Krishna movement who was singing lots of songs, writing and singing lots of songs. And I realized, wow, this is a great way to leave a legacy, because people, once you're gone, those songs live on. And I thought, if I'm dedicated to like expanding this mission and communicating a certain message, maybe music is the way to do it. So then I started writing songs, and then back then I was in Russia, and I talked to some of the musical friends I had, musicians. And they said, yeah, let's do it. Let's put it together. And we recorded it in their home studio.
Was good.
In like 3 days.
Was good.
No, that was
I don't know the other one.
9 songs in total.
Well, that one was the popular one. So you hired me as a translator. your first country was in South America was Brazil.
Brazil, right?
And I speak Portuguese. So I went there and I was with you.
What did we do in Brazil though? What event
You
was
were
it?
in temples and this popular farm. That was
the
a weird
farm.
experience there. That we will talk about that later.
Oh, that's right. So that's when we went to the farm.
For the first time.
Okay.
And but we went here first to Cali. I think so.
Cali was first. Cali was first, and then Brazil.
So we went to Cali first. Cali is a city in Colombia where they have a good food distribution program.
And then 3 weeks later, I asked you to marry me.
Literally 3 weeks later.
Ridiculous.
We were to hear music. Was a rock song in Spanish that you asked to the guy to was full moon.
Was it? Yeah, it was an orange moon.
You got me a mood ring.
A mood ring. I didn't.
That I love. You know, I never told you this, I think, but the mood ring that you got me is very, very special for my heart. Why? One of the most, I like rom-coms and romantic movies. I'm crazy about it. The most stupid, more I like. But when I was little, there was one. What was the name in English? First Kiss. With Macaulay Culkin and this beautiful girl. There were 2 kids and the kid died.
I don't know.
I think it was the First Kiss. And in this movie, Macaulay Culkin gave to her a mood ring.
Oh.
So just because it's very special when you give me a ring, the first thing came to my mind, First Kiss,
Well, it was done with sincerity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a normal ring, just not a diamond ring, and I'm very simple about that.
I did give you my golden ring.
Yes, but it's huge. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I lost that, but then I got another, and then I bought
that moon ring, and then you give me another one that I don't know what it is. I have to call when I was pregnant. No, someone stole or. Anyway, he asked me to marry 3 weeks later.
Then soon after that,
I say yes.
You said yes.
I say yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Brazil. I forced him to watch the whole Star Wars.
Is that when we did that?
Yes, because I'm not going to marry with someone who don't know about Star Wars.
So I hadn't watched Star Wars until then. I mean, Star Wars is from my generation.
Yes, but I'm
in the
big
movie
fan.
theaters when I was a teenager.
It's not for me. But I was a big fan and I need interaction. That is part of my life. So I forced him to watch Jordan reading Harry Potter things to match the things that I like to have a conversation.
Yeah, I was happy to do that. I mean, I hadn't even watched Seinfeld when I met you. So you introduced me to Seinfeld. You introduced me to
it's fun.
Star Wars. You introduced me to what
Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
I hadn't watched Harry Potter, right? I don't think so.
You didn't. You knew about it. You told me you knew about it.
Maybe I watched one movie.
But now you read all the books and all that.
Read all the books.
Well, anyway, he had to marry, and then you had to travel, I don't know where, to Slovenia, like Slovenia. 3 months later.
Yep.
No, we went to Ecuador.
Because part of my travel schedule was not just promoting Food Yoga Book and doing workshops.
You were doing workshops, yeah.
But also documenting the food relief projects around the world.
And Ecuador was a good one.
I was working on a Food for Life documentary. And it was a good one. We got some really great video.
Then you have to travel, I think, to Slovenia. That was the Slovenia month.
No, then
to the US?
No, I went to Haiti, remember?
Oh, that was. And you asked me to marry again. That was the second ring that I had to cut.
In Haiti?
Before you went to Haiti. Remember we went that part in Bogota that have a lake?
Oh, yeah.
Just again, was a beautiful ring that I had to cut when I was pregnant because the fingers.
Yeah, so I went to Haiti we were building a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
In 2010, Food for Life responded to the earthquake, and we had a whole team there providing meals, helping people. And then in 2013, through our connections with other charitable groups in Slovenia, we arranged to build a kitchen for one of the schools in Haiti, and I went there. That was another situation because it was sort of dangerous.
It was horrible.
It's a very downtrodden country. It's very mismanaged. Then
you come back, and the sanctuary was in emergency that wanted to move parents. We did a fundraising with a friend called Valerie. Was crazy. We moved to a new farm, and that was the first time we start to live together. Then we traveled to marry, 1 month after we traveled to the US. Because Kishori was there and we wanted to marry with Kishori with us.
Then we did, because
we married in a farm sanctuary.
November 22nd, 2014.
What is the name of the sanctuary?
Poplar
Spring.
An awesome sanctuary. Under a tree.
With all the animals in Thanksgiving Day.
It was beautiful because there was at least 500 people. Maybe and
some close family members that were living in the US. We forgot to buy a cake. Well, we don't have a cake for the wedding, so a friend of us down Moncrief,
Dawn brought us a cake.
Her gift was a Also,
I don't know
vegan
how
cake.
to.
I don't know. We were.
I don't know.
We are not a party person. We are not that kind of
She
person.
may have even said to me, "Hey, do you need a cake?" And I says, "Yeah," because I don't even remember how it even happened. So I thought, okay, this takes care of the catering. If we do our marriage on Thanksgiving Day at Poplar Springs, they have a massive festival there. So everyone, it's a big potluck. So everybody brings
was
a vegan dish, and there was at least 500 people.
Yeah.
Maybe 700, 800
Was super cold. Was minus
It was
4.
ridiculous.
I was freezing cold, and I was wearing this
And you were
Indian
2 hours
sari.
late. You were 2
Oh,
hours
I
late.
remember.
So I'm sitting there
The
waiting.
wedding was live on YouTube for my family here and friends.
Yeah.
And I arrived 2 hours late. I don't have idea
So
why.
I'm sitting there freezing.
Do you tell that I was?
And everyone's thinking,
do you tell that I was not coming?
I don't know. No, I was confident, but everyone else was probably thinking she's not gonna turn up. And it was 2 hours. Like I think wedding was 10 o'clock or 11, and you came at like 1. It was ridiculous.
Yes, it was mostly.
And anyway, so we had the wedding there. It was great because it was good energy.
Yeah,
Animal sanctuary, Thanksgiving, at least
was beautiful.
500-700 people, a vegan feast.
Auspicious day.
Auspicious day. Yeah, the 22nd of November. You know, numerologically, it was a good day energetically. And so we got married, and then soon after that, we went to Nepal.
No, we returned here to Colombia to fix the problem we were having with the farm and to finish moving and all that things. What happened after?
Well, it was a massive challenge.
Yes, were many
because we
things.
had to. I mean, when I first met you, the sanctuary was a little project. You only had.
Was a huge farm. Was a huge farm, but was like 40 animals.
Well, not even that. I don't think.
No, yes, was 40.
It was one. You had one horse,
the bull,
2 bulls, and then a whole bunch of dogs and some cats
and chickens and roosters.
And roosters.
So we have to move.
So we moved to a rental. That was
for 1 year.
Short-term solution. That was 2 years. 2 years we lived there.
Oh
the short-term solution was to move to a property that we could just rent. So we raised money, we got this property, and then eventually we had to move and find another property. This is where we are now. So
we came here with my family because they were not at the wedding. We told with my parents. I remember, and I told you many times when I was having a conversation with that. To put people in context, my father is 3 years older than you. He was worried about do you realize? He said, this is cruel. He said, do you realize that you're going to be orphan and widow at the same time? And I never thought about it.
I'm still healthy.
Yes, but
I eat well.
I mean, but we know if the things went natural, unless that I have a tragedy, I'm going to be very lonely when I get old because I'm not going to have my parents. I'm not going to have you. Very lonely.
Yeah, it's a strange situation.
That is something that is in my mind now that we are getting older and older. I mean, I'm 43 and it's closer to that. So my father was very happy. My family is very happy with you, as you know. But that thing was, I mean, he's almost my age. Of course, he's worried. Anyway, we have been 12 years together today.
Is it 12, 11 and a half or something?
Yeah. Like that. So after that, we were getting older, and I have always this thing in my heart that I want to be a mother. But I have a little bit fear to you to share with you because you are way older. Yeah. So it's that different moment in life.
I think I was 52 when we broached the subject, and I thought, yeah, sure. But
I never felt you like, yes, let's do it. You were just following my desire.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to make you happy. Ultimately, that's, what motivates me is your happiness. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, she needs to be a mother, and she'd be a great mother. And so, yeah, we did it, and we're so blessed.
So then we traveled to Nepal because we really want to do in the right way this that bring a soul to this world.
But do you want to talk about the whole experience with Bhimal and everything?
Yes, a little bit. So for us was very important to bring. I mean, we really want to do this program, like the soul that came to our life.
It's important.
I don't know how to. What's important?
Well, I mean, it's consciousness, and so this is what I learned when I was a monk: is that the consciousness of the parents at conceptions determines the type of soul that's attracted to the womb. And so we really wanted to do the right thing. We wanted to make sure that, okay, whatever the soul that comes to our family has to be a conscious soul, a wise soul. So we're actually celibate for like a month before.
Yes, and
then we were praying every day.
Praying, doing mantras, everything.
Eating very clean.
Yes, yes, was. Yes,
we had really clean food, no processed foods. So we're preparing our consciousness, preparing
and we
our
went
bodies.
to Nepal.
And we went to Nepal. We thought, okay, the best one of the best places in the world to conceive probably would be in the Himalayan mountains.
Yeah. So we went to, or we went along the Annapurnas. That is like the mountains around the Himalaya, and the real bit. So if we saw it, and it's awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful. So majestic.
Yes, it's so majestic that you don't know if it's the clouds but it's literally.
You touching the
I was in shock. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy was perfect.
Yeah, so we were to Nepal. That is another story that we can or experience in Nepal, because remember the dog and everything, and I really want to share that.
Yeah.
But we went to Nepal and all the time working on Bhimal. And we returned and we went to Greece. In Greece, we're going to have our honeymoon because we were married a few months before. I don't know how many months before, actually. Almost a year. I don't remember. So we went we were to our honeymoon to Greece because, of course, we want to go to Greece. And
no, it was about 8 months.
Yeah. And in Greece, I remember when I had a dream. That is another story we have to tell. Well, that is a good one. But
you want to tell that story now?
No. It's another story. We can tell when we tell the Nepal one. Can come that one because it's important. I think everything comes together. We have a very special dream that I'm going to tell in another video because it's amazing. That dream was related that I was pregnant and I wake up. I took that because I bought a bunch of pregnancy tests in the US before.
Well, don't tell the story now.
No. I just and I found out I was pregnant. I was so happy. So happy. I just cannot describe. And you were sleeping and I was going do a wake up here. I don't know what to do.
Anyway, so that.
Anyway, I was happily pregnant, and at the same time there was the earthquake in Nepal.
The earthquake in Nepal. Soon. Well, that happened
soon.
No, a week after we left.
A week after we left Nepal.
There was a massive earthquake.
Was then we had horrible earthquake.
We had local
We had to start in our honeymoon working to prepare all the football relief that are close to go and help Nepal.
That's sort of like a theme running through our life is that there's always some like a little emergency going on. We have a plan to do something, all of a sudden something happens. A bull breaks a fence or someone escapes.
It's very difficult to have rest days, vacations.
Or someone's even having a medical issue. It's like it's non-stop.
People always think that we travel a lot. So cool. It's not like that.
No, there's always something going on because you're constantly like managing the project.
Even when I was traveling, it's
even
crazy.
When you travel.
I mean, people here is amazing, the workers, but have to be on top of it.
Yeah, it's like non-stop.
Yeah. So I was pregnant. Yes, and the many details. I was pregnant and happy. We returned to the US. We were traveling a lot. After Nepal was alone to Nepal, Greece. We back to the US, back and forth. We were outside the country for a month.
Yeah. We went to Italy as well.
Yes, we went to Slovenia, Italy. Oh, yes.
We went to
yes, was a lot. That was a lot of trip. And we went to the US and the doctor, who was the doctor who heard Bhimal for the first time?
Dr. Modi?
Yes. He did the first sonography and I hear his heart for first time. I'm going to cry because it's so special. I hear his heart for first time and I was
really happy.
It's like I can leave this world now. This is all that I want to hear. Now we come back to Colombia.
We talked about how we want to do a home birth. Remember?
Yes, I want to have Bhimal in home because I'm very traumatized by the dairy industry, how they separate mother cows to the babies. And I seen these cows crying and the babies crying for years. And I don't want to feel Bhimal away from me 1 second because I'm totally traumatized by this because I live in the countryside. And so far, Bhimal is 9 years old. And we are never separate more than 2 hours, actually. I can't.
There's another story there, your pregnancy and all that. There's another.
There are many things there. And it's very interesting.
The home birth.
The home birth. We can tell the story with Nepal, the dream, and the home birth. I know that. Well, that is how we met. And what is difficult, the age gap, was not so obvious when we start. Now I feel it more. Because you are getting more time, more retirement, and I'm more excited about other things.
Energy's still okay.
Yeah. No, about
it's mentality.
Yes, the mentality. Yes.
So that's
you are way healthier than me.
That's one thing. It's interesting that I notice is that your mentality changes as you get older. It's not just physical. You start to think differently. You start to see the world differently, and you start to slow down a little bit. It's just natural.
Yeah. And I'm 40, and the 40s in a woman is like, yes, let's do everything. I have more projects.
Yeah.
So we were in that. Second, the language difference is maybe you don't feel it like a feeling. Maybe it's worse for you. No, for me, it's pretty nightmare because we are in Colombia. We speak Spanish here, and I have to speak English more than 60% of the time in my own country.
Well, look at your son. Even your son prefers English.
Yes, even my son. But these days you notice he's doing more Spanish.
More Spanish.
But it's awkward and I'm not 100% myself. I'm way cooler in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's different because I have different jobs. It's so different when I'm in Spanish. I am another person. So I feel like I cannot be 100% myself when I am on the road. It's super weird.
You told me that.
Yes, because I have to, I'm going to put my costume up. Juliana speaking English. And you don't want to learn Spanish. I don't know what is happening.
I do, but I'm just
12 years.
I know.
And the cultural difference is huge too. Through you, I noticed that things in Australia are totally different, and the relationships and the roles of woman and husband and wife are different than Colombia.
Right.
In Colombia, the women are very strong. The new generation, in the past was war. We were like slaves. But the new generation, and Latin women and Colombian women are very famous.
They're strong women.
But we managed, and we were told more about that.
We managed, and at the end of the day, it's like everyone's got their challenges as couples because we all have different origin stories. We all have different programming, different experiences, and somehow or other within a marriage, we've got to make all that just gel together and coalesce and cooperate and try to complement each other. And that's part of the evolution of consciousness. It's like you learn to serve, you learn your strengths, your weaknesses. If there's, the husband or the wife will point those out to you because they're the most familiar person in your life. And it's very humbling, but also very empowering.
Yeah, and I think the finish right now, I think what keeps us together is we have the same purpose.
Yeah, the purpose is.
We can be crazy but we always
that's
the center of everything is we go back when we are to separate for any reason because humans are like that. We always go back, remind us to ourselves what is our purpose. That is the same, actually.
Yeah, that's what I advise young men now. Is like if you're gonna look for a partner in life, don't just let it be based on physicality. It has to be purpose driven. You have to find someone who's aligned with your personal mission. Otherwise, there's going to be some problems in the future.
Well, that is all.
That's us.
Thank you so much. We had so many ideas for another videos, but if you have any ideas, please comment and we will see what we do. Thank you.